Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl, Shy Roslyn. This is a impromptu beat in chat. Um, I am the proud owner, chief cook and bottle washer of Pond's Edge Designs. Ta-da! And this is how you can reach me: my IG, my email, all that good stuff. And I'm simulcasting on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, hello. And to everyone else, hello, hello, hello. I uh, I have been on a slight break. Um, I had to adjust to some new medicine, and it's taking a while. It took longer than expected to adjust. So I'm getting there, and y'all have to excuse me. I'm using my tablet this go round, so I'm just trying to adjust the screen a little bit so I can see what I'm doing and see the comments. There we go. Okay, so likes are free, sharing is caring. Respectful comments are always welcome. And if you are interested in any of the projects created on Bead and Chat, visit my web store, pondsedgedesigns.net, or you can visit me on Instagram and send me a message there. The information is scrolling somewhere on the screen down here. So you can go ahead and check out what I've got. So today, I don't think I'm going to be on here too long, but today I am going to complete the Christmas tree ornament um, that I was working on before. I finished one. I am going to finish this one as well. I have two more frames left. So if anyone's interested in a different color, let me know, and I will work on two more in a different color for you guys. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I just want to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, there we go. So, how's everybody doing? Mm. It is cold and snowy up here in New York City. I really was not looking forward to this first snow of the season. Um, but what can you do? It is December. It is 2 weeks before Christmas. No, actually, it's the week before Christmas. Oh, and all through the house. um, yay. I did not realize it's literally the week before Christmas. Um, so if you're interested in something and you would like it before Christmas, y'all need to order before the end of the week. I ship all my orders by the post office, priority mail in a box, and at this point, I cannot guarantee Christmas delivery, but usually the post office has been pretty good. My customers have been receiving their orders in a timely fashion. So, and hey, it's not just Christmas. There's Kwanzaa, birthdays, any kind of celebration. Um, so don't fret. It will get there. This is too small. So, what have y'all been up to? We had another bunch of crash outs. The so-called church sector is now the church beef sector. I talked about that on my other playlist. And yeah, everybody's crashing out again. But hopefully this is going to be the last time that there's any crash outs, at least for a while. Oh my goodness. So it seems that the coalition hit a bump in the road. Everybody is now questioning this blogging collective. And as I mentioned in my other video, I think it's a good idea. I still think in theory it was a good idea, and it can't hurt to collaborate and get together and hopefully find a happy medium and do what you gotta do. Nothing wrong with that at all. I think, of course, there was some drama that had to come with the territory. That's just how it is sometimes. And the drama came, the drama has now gone. And hopefully, the bloggers get back on track and all will be right with the world. So, anywho, um, let's see, what else is going on? Oh, Matt Church Disease had a very interesting, I guess, mini series on Christianity and sex. Oh, shoot. This is what happens, folks. Sometimes things don't hold up as you planned. Put these back on. Yeah, he had a very interesting mini series, I guess. It was 2 episodes. I think he's going to do one more. Um about sex and Christianity. And basically it's why are Christians so uptight? if you really wanna if you really wanna narrow it down to the main question, it's why why are Christians so uptight? That's basically what it is. Um so but it was an interesting discussion though. It was a very mature conversation, very interesting conversation. And I suggest that you guys check it out. And I think he said there's a part 3. I'm not sure, but there's definitely 2 parts. And then Safe Space with Vincent Terrell Hill, or V. Terrell Hill, as he likes to call himself, had a series. That one's definitely going to be 3 parts. Part 2 just aired. Where are my stoppers? About um black folks and AI and the ooh, oh here they go. Um and the issues surrounding AI and how people are losing their jobs over AI and how it happens. And he and his guests had a very interesting discussion about it. I forgot the guest's name, but she is an educator. She does trainings for different companies and such. And she also helps people who have to take continuing education and licensure tests. And she did an experiment where her clients kept failing the test. And hold on a second, let me see if I can adjust this. I'm using my tablet and it's a different okay. It's a different stand I have to use and I keep bumping into it. That's why I keep shaking, y'all. I'm sorry. So So basically, she had her students go in and retake the test, and these tests are not cheap. Yeah, you have to pay to take the test. And she said when it comes to, they ask for the race of the person taking the test, and she said she told her students other to put other instead of what they really were. So her students started putting other, and they passed the test. When they originally took the test, it was like almost an automatic fail. And she couldn't figure out why, because they had, her clients had passed the test before. So what was causing the problem? And that's what was causing the problem. So that's just one example that she gave. But it's definitely worth taking a look at. It's worth checking out the discussion. There's definitely a part 3. He did mention that there was going to be a part 3. Um, and he got a lot of attention. People were disagreeing, and I'm putting that mildly, with what they talked about. So go ahead and check that out. I did put, I made a community post about it, so you guys can go there and pick up the link to the video. But it's a safe space with V2L Hill. That's the channel. If you want to just go look at his channel. And like I said, it was a very interesting discussion, and it's definitely worth the time to watch it. So those are the two things that are happening out on these YouTube streets that are worth checking out. Let's see what else. I haven't been paying attention. I haven't been paying attention to any political stuff lately. I know people in different cities are giving ICE a hard time, as they should. And I don't know how true this is, but they're talking about TSA has been passing along passenger information to ICE. So people are getting snatched up at the airport. I don't know. I Like I said, I don't know if that's a rumor or not. I've seen three different um three different um content creators, well, on Instagram, have brought it up. So maybe there's some legs to it. I don't know. But man, this country is messed up. That's all I can say. So my stoppers are right here. So I got the frames for these decorations. I forget where I got them from. I got them online. They were on sale. And I usually don't do these sort of things. But I had them. I think I did 2 last year, and somebody purchased them. So I had them sitting around. I was in a mood. So I figured, let me put a couple of these together. Kind of do like my little holiday theme show. And see what happens. So if you guys are interested, let me know. I need to say a shout out to Inspire. She is a moderator over at the St. James show. And I got a little surprise in the mail from her. So shout out to her. Thank you very much, my dear. Greatly appreciated. I am trying to get the stopper on. That's the hardest part of making these, is putting the stopper on it, and the stoppers are very tiny. And They don't always want to go through. There we go. Come on. There we go. Perfect. That's what we have so far. And this is what it looks like when they're finished. So like I said, I have two more frames, but I don't have any more blue and silver. It came with, but um for some reason I only have enough for these two to do it properly. But I can do a different color. If you guys are interested in a different color, let me know. Uh, let's see. Thanos is still being Thanos. For those of you who don't know who Thanos is, check out my other videos. You'll know who Thanos is. He's still doing his thing. There was a big controversy about him sending out an email to some bloggers, and some of the bloggers sat on the email because they weren't sure. It didn't look like there was enough. I hate dropping these things. Doesn't look like there was enough evidence, so they sat on it. Some people ran with it, and there's a big brouhaha over it. And Thanos kind of just sat back and said, yeah. Thanos kind of just sat back and said, well, I could say more. You could, but you won't, because he knows everybody's watching him like a hawk now. So he's not going to say anything else. Then another blogger is now claiming that they're not going to talk about it anymore, and in the meantime they were sneaking into other people's Patreons and then coming back and talking about what was said in the Patreon. I'm like, dude, you're paying money, or somebody for you is paying money to go into people's Patreons just to get information. I mean, really, folks? Can we say high school? I mean, come on now. You have nothing better to do? So that's a whole other thing. I mean, it's at the point, like I said in the video, it's at the point where I'm just picking and choosing who I support monetarily, because it's all a money grab, folks. It's all a money grab. It's all about the clicks, the views, the likes, and for those who are monetized, the money that's coming in. That's all it is. So I, as a member of the audience, I'm going to end up just picking and choosing who I'm going to support and for how long. So that's kind of where we're at with that. Let's see if that helps. Let's see what else. I'm doing this football pick thing with NDB Media, and they have a show, Sports Talk with the Guys. It comes on just about every Saturday, and ooh, oh, this is what I was looking for. And we're doing like a football pick thing, like every week. Um, we go and do a football pick, and usually I don't do well. I'm not good at sports. The sports that I used to follow a lot don't involve picking winners. I used to follow darts. That's kind of where I'm at. But this year for some reason my picks have been fairly good, and I've actually been like one of the top 5 in the pick game lately, which cracks me up no end. I'm like, okay, I'm like one of the top 3 for a couple of weeks. I thought that was hysterical. So yeah, that it's been a lot of fun. I and you might hear Her Majesty in the background. She's okay. She's doing okay. As expected. And my brother's doing great. His treatments for his thyroid eye disease have been going very, very well. I think he's halfway through. Um, his his next treatment is I believe his next treatment is number 5, and 5 of 8. So this is where I feel like something's missing. Oh no, it's not. Here we go. We're halfway through. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. So health wise, everyone seems to be doing much better. My house is still a mess. My bathroom is great. As most of y'all know, I had my bathroom redone at the end of the summer, and I'm still very happy with it, and I'm enjoying my bathroom. The only thing is my outside project has become a disaster. I was supposed to have my sidings replaced, and they went in to replace the siding, and they found water damage in the wood behind the siding. So that needed to be replaced, and we are still waiting for the plywood to replace. Um, and it's December. We started we started this project in the end of October. It should have only taken a week to do. So everything's backed up. The contractor the contractor is constantly apologizing because he said he's waiting for the plywood to come in. The beams have come in. Um the beams that some of the beams need to be replaced. They came in, but the plywood has not. He needs to put supports in the basement. He had to order the supports. I'm not sure if I think he's renting the support. And the supports are like they're pipes with a plate at the top and a plate at the bottom. And then you have to put wood, a piece of wood at the bottom and a piece of wood at the top. So basically it's a piece of wood, then the metal part, the plate and the pipe. I call it pipe, but it's probably something else. The plate, the pipe, and then at the bottom, at the bottom you put another piece of wood at the bottom of the support. So the wood for the support is in, the beams are in, but they have to wait for the actual support to come in and the plywood. My poor furnace is cranking because they stripped the other um siding off. So now it's like they had to cover it temporarily with a heavy duty tarp. So my house is a little colder than normal. Oh shoot. It went to the floor. Um it went to so now the first floor and the basement are colder than usual. And Ooh, I'm short. Oh, I'm gonna be short. Excuse my cursing. I just realized I'm gonna be short. I think I can finagle up some spares of these. I think I have some spares somewhere. Um. So yeah. So that project has turned into a disaster. My poor furnace. Thank God she's cranking. She is cranking like nobody's business to keep the rest of the house warm. Um, they're hoping if we get one or two, like, oh, this is too big, 1 or 2 days above 40 degrees, they'll come and at minimum put the supports in the basement, and hopefully if they can get the plywood, if the plywood shows up, it's treated plywood, so basically they're treating it so we don't get any bugs and stuff into the new wood. So they're hoping if they can get like a 45 degree day. I know it didn't go on the floor. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. They can at least come and put the supports in, and hopefully if the plywood comes the same time, they can change out s- some of the plywood and do what they can while they have that temperature. So it's yeah. I have not been very happy. That's the one thing that's stressing me out. Um, stoppers keep disappearing. Oh, there they go. But that's what's going on. I'm hanging in there. I'm taking things one day at a time because there's no other way for me to do it. And let me just seal this one up. Come on. So, what are you guys up to? What's happening? What's going on? Um, I know Sean talks. Checked out her show last night, and she was talking about holiday plans and what people are doing and all that good stuff. Um, St. James had someone on his show a couple of weeks ago about talking about the holiday blues and how some people just aren't feeling it this year. And I understand that completely. I have not decorated my house. I usually put some stuff up in the windows, but I have not felt like doing it this year. I did get some flower arrangements, so I have a flower arrangement in my living room. I usually buy a poinsettia, but I didn't feel like getting that this year either. So I have, here we go. This is what we have so far. So I didn't feel like getting one, but I did get a small um, arrangement for the living room, and a client of mine sent me a small floor arrangement, so I have that one in the kitchen. And I think that's about all I'm going to do. I got my brother's present already. He doesn't know I got it yet, but I got it. Um, my mom, I mean, I'll probably get her like, some warm PJs or something like that, because, you know, with her condition, she's not really, it's not like she needs anything anymore. I can't get her a gift card. She can't use it. So, um, this Christmas is fairly straight up and straightforward. Um, let's see. Oh, you know what? I should have been using these. Oh well. Um. Yeah. So I'll probably get her some PJs or something warm, and that's about it. I was gonna cater Christmas dinner. I'll probably get some get some catered stuff. Um, Not a whole lot because it's really just literally just me and my brother. Um, and then my mom's aides, I'll get everybody will get a little something something for Christmas because some of them, especially the ones that are working Christmas Day. Um, I usually just take care of my mom on my own over the holidays because yeah, I usually take care of my mom um, over the holidays on my own so that the aides can get some time with their family. But um, one of the ladies that used to work with us, she said if we say we don't need anybody, then they pretty much send them to another family, whose aide is taking the day off. So either way, some of them end up working. I'm like, well, shit. And now that mommy's on 24-hour care, someone's going to be here anyway. So, which is fine, but it's just going to be really quiet. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, Sean Talks. Check her out. She's been doing some really cool shows. Um, Talking about different things. She had a show on menopause, and she had a show the other night about the holidays and what people are doing for the holidays and stuff like that. And I think is she at 1,000 subs yet? I think she's close to 1,000 subs, so she can get monetized. So y'all can go over there, give her a like and a subscribe. That would be great for her. Um, I am not monetized yet. um, it's taken a little while because I've had to stop and start because of everything that's been going on personally. So I haven't been as consistent as I used to be. But hopefully, I will get back on that and start being consistent again. I'm more consistent with my um, other playlists because it's easier for me to. What am I going to do with these? It's easier for me to be consistent on the other playlist because I basically just pre-record and upload it. These I try to do at least this show live as much as I can. Um so I have some kind of live presence. Out of the silver. Shoot. I need 4 more. Okay, let's go digging. One. Um it's a big one. Oh, come on. I had some small ones somewhere. Well, I look. Okay, see, I cleaned everything up the other day. And now I'm looking for something. And, oh, come on. Universe, give me a break. Let's see. Oh, let me reach in here. See if I have anything in my handy dandy. Ooh, yes, I do. These are a little small. Hold on. Ooh, let's see. These. These might work. Nope, not those. I'm just looking at my handy dandy box to see if I have these, which are a little bit small, but they might work. And I don't think, yeah, I think that's the best I've got, but that's okay. They will work for now. Oh, okay. Oh, bless her heart. Um. Oh, now I need my other ones. Where you go? Where you go? Okay, that's weird. Oh, here we go. So, yeah. So that's kind of where we're at for the holidays. I don't do New Year's resolutions anymore because it was just too much pressure to to keep up with it was too much pressure to keep up with the resolution. So I don't do those anymore. Um, so, some people um some people like to have resolutions. They like to have something to plan for and to look forward to. And I'm down with that, but I just don't do them anymore. I, I'm I've had so much go on this year that I'm just not in the mood. I'm just not in the mood this year to do any kind of resolution. I just want to make it to my next doctor's appointment. That's basically what I'm thinking. Mm, That's not the right size. Fudge. All right. So these last two prongs, I'm gonna have to use the larger size silver bead, so it's gonna be a little bit off, but that's okay. I also want to give a shout out to um. Okay, looks a little off. To Turquoise Street. She is a bead artist as well, and she has a whatnot sale once a week. So I've been going over there just to do a palette cleanser from all this church stuff. And she's a real sweetheart. Her dog is so cute. And she does tutorials on Sundays. So I'm going to check out her tutorial after I finish this show. And yeah, so check her out too, especially if you're into beadwork and stuff like that. Visit her channel and check out her tutorials. She's really sweet. Let's see if this works. I think this will work. Yeah, it works. Um, and um, definitely worth the follow, or at least a click in the view. I'm trying to think if there's anything else going on that we need to talk about. I'm not going to talk about William McRae because number one, I his voice is nails on the chalkboard to me. I can't listen to more than 30 seconds of him talking. Um, but apparently he kind of set things off, and from what I hear, he did an interview with um oh, fudge. He did an interview with um Archbishop Bernard Jordan, and it, from what I've heard, it was a class A disaster. Um, he was as messy as he used to be, and as messy as he is known for. So, I mean, if y'all want to go over there and see what he said and did, that's on you. I can't. I cannot take his voice for more than 30 seconds at a time. So, y'all go over there and see what he did for yourselves. Um, and I honestly think that is, oh, these last two are giving me such a hard time. One. I don't know what is going on today. These beads are running away from me. There we go. And go on. There we go. So these are almost done. I'm going to finish this one up, and I'll take some pictures and I'll post them. And in the meantime, I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead. And if you are interested, you want some decorations real quick, like I said, I have two more frames. I can't do this particular color scheme because as you can see, I've run out of the beads for this color scheme, but I can probably do like maybe a red and green, or red and silver maybe. So if you're interested and you'd like to get some decorations real quick, let me know. Again, you can visit my store, pondsedgedesigns.net. You can catch me on Instagram as well under Ponds Edge Designs, as it's in the um, description. And let's see. And let's see what else. What else? I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I missed. I think we are good for now, guys. So I will. Well, next week is Christmas. Um, pretty much. But I'll see if I can pop back on. Um, pop back on. One more time before Christmas and say Merry Christmas and to everybody. And in the meantime, everybody enjoy their week ahead. Don't do anything too crazy. We shall keep track of the church drama for you, amongst other things. And I think that's it. So I will catch you guys on the next one. I'll see y'all around. And I will list the channels that I mentioned today. I will list them in the description. And yeah, that's it. So enjoy your day. Stay warm if you are experiencing the snow that we are experiencing. And I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.